Howdy folks, earnings season kicks off and the big one today is Netflix. I wanted to show you a couple of comments that we've been talking about in our private room just to tell you what my strategy is. I've got plenty of short positions on Nvidia, Apple, Affirm and AMD and looking to short NASDAQ and S&P if we get the chance. So I'm not really trading this, but having said that, I do have a small position that I put in here on this demo live account just to illustrate to my clients. Let's go across and have a look at this if we can and open this in the browser. Here's a major support and resistance level that we've approached right here on Netflix, and this is at the weekly chart. In fact, I'm going to go back to the charts to have a look at this, see if we can just zoom in on this. Yeah, this is much better. So there's the actual chart. We can fiddle with this now. This is a weekly chart. Look what's happening right at the right-hand edge of the chart here. On this weekly chart, we've stalled, we've rushed into that resistance level and just topping out twice, double top there. This is a weekly chart. Let's go to the daily chart and have a quick look. And there's the double top on the daily and lots of reversal candles around here. So in my live room, I've just put that chart that you're looking at right now with the live positions on there. You can have a look at the numbers if you pause this video. You can just zoom in on that chart if you want to see my entries. This is on a live account, but it's a sort of a demonstration account for my members. But I made a comment here. Remember that Netflix has only just recovered from its recent malady. Netflix had a torrid time last year, and the point I made is we've just recovered from this recent malady by fixing up their subscription model, and projections are based probably on the initial take-up, I imagine. And I think that earnings might be in line or slightly worse. Even if they're better than expected, they could already be priced in. I also made a comment there that Netflix remains pretty crap, but that's just my opinion. Going back to the weekly chart, I think this is pretty simple. My stop loss is above this red zone. My target's down here at this swing low and then the next swing low and then potentially down into this green level in the 240 region. That's a long way down. I don't think we're going to get there fast. It's just an idea, and I'll put a tiny short trade on that, as you can see from the video. And then quickly, let's have a look at some of the other stuff. I don't have a position on the euro and the pound. We're short on the dollar yen. You can have a look at those levels. I've described that in some detail in the previous videos. And we're short on the Swiss yen, and that continues to look weak, and I think that's turning over. Dollar index, we're still stuck in this range. Are we going to repeat what happened last time? Which would mean we've got to take to the end of the week to get out of this box. Could it be up? Could it be down? I don't know at this point, and hence we're not very involved in currencies right now. NASDAQ and S&P, we don't have positions, and as I said earlier, we have a short position on AMD, Nvidia, Apple, and Netflix. So I'm really trading those four names as a proxy just for the NASDAQ or the S&P, and I've got a little bit more flexibility because they're all different and they all behave slightly differently. So rather than just trading the index, we're trading some individual stock names on this occasion. Across to metals, we're still long on gold. Nothing's changed, pretty much sideways for the last week or so. We have nothing on silver. I think we could get down to just above $20 or $21, somewhere down there. And uranium, what a bounce today. We went long on this and we're in some profit on that too. Some weird stuff going on commodities today. Cocoa did this sort of massive spike high, shooting star type candle. We'll have to see how this plays out today, but I think we may have a blow off top. I put a comment on X on that, have a look at that. But I think if we hold beneath that spike high, and if we can close a little bit lower today, that would be great. We'll be looking to sell into bounces. We have a long position on soya. That's looking better and better every day. Nothing on sugar. Natural gas, well, I put a few videos up yesterday. Have a look at those. But we seem to be holding support so far. This chart here is the Henry Hub price, and this chart on the right is the OANDA ETF made up price. That's the one I'm trading at the moment. Have a look at yesterday's videos and I'll link those at the end. And then going across to the screen, Bitcoin, I did a long video on that. My average price on Bitcoin is now 40,000 and I'm looking to average in quite a long way down. And I did describe that in some detail as well. VIX-Y, I've got a very small position on there. It's a decaying instrument and it's not looking great. But if I do get stopped out of this trade, it'll be a fairly negligible sort of loss. And here's a weird one. The Nikkei, we had this big spike up on the Nikkei as well. It was potentially a blowout top in a sort of a shooting star candle. And we moved down pretty sharply today. I'm short from 3/4 of the way up. But we bounced a little bit too vigorously today. So it's more of a hesitation candle now. So let's see how that goes. I've got no risk on that trade anymore. I got in quite high up and my stops are at break even more or less. And then the dollar South African Rand and the pound South African Rand, again, I've commented on those before. Basically, I'm long physically and electronically on these most of the time. Have a fantastic trading day. Good luck. The New Hampshire primary caucus is on tonight. It's Nikki Haley versus Donald Trump. And as I said in one of my tweets, I don't think Haley's comet is what we're going to see tonight. Take care. Speak to you soon.